We're switching the show up now and letting somebody else have a voice. We call this Pass the Mic. Now, we want to bring in different points of view to the show so we can learn from as many different points of view as possible. Today, we're bringing in one of our comedian friends to talk about a wild story. We are now on day 15 of Zebra Watch. 3 zebras are still loose in Prince George's County after they escaped a 300-acre private farm in Upper Marlboro. Shout out to the Mustangs. The owner of the zebras, who does have a legal license to own 39 zebras, because that's a thing, set up a feed station to try and lure them back. Now, this is all stuff I never thought I would ever hear about in my home county, so I had to talk to comedian and podcaster Rod Morrow about a very weird situation. First, Rod, what do you make of this story?
Shout out to the zebras, trying to get free. You know what I'm saying? We definitely understand the struggle. Nobody wants to live in a cage for their whole life. And I believe we should abolish the zebra industrial complex for imprisoning zebras.
It's interesting because they were locked in the industrial complex, but then I think they might have discovered their white side and realized that it was their right to roam free. Would you rather have the zebras roam free or back at the farm where you could potentially visit?
I think they might as well roam free because they don't seem dangerous, and also they're not tasty. I think the tastier an animal is, the more I'm like, go ahead and lock them up. Let's go ahead and get some Lowry's. Let's get some seasoning on that. Let's get some hot sauce and see what they do. But I've never had a zebra burger, so my guess is it's probably not delicious.
They have gotten a lot of mileage out of not being tasty. Let's be honest right now, because it wouldn't still be 5 zebras running around if more people would have tried the zebra burger. That's for sure. Even Z-Burger didn't even try and do a zebra burger.
That's the thing I say about animals, man. The goal as an animal is to be more adorable than you are delicious.
That's probably why dogs and cats are very high up on our list as humans. That is right. That is a good point. If you could pick any animal to be running around, roaming around free, which one would you pick?
I think maybe a giraffe. I feel like a giraffe is like a mind-blowing but graceful experience. Like it's almost like seeing a dinosaur. If you look out, you're on the highway stuck in bumper to bumper traffic and you look to the right and just see giraffe like eating something out of a tree. I feel like that's a magical experience I would like to have once in my lifetime.
The first one that came to mind for me is horses and mules, because then I won't have to feel so bad when I see a weave lying in a parking lot. It might not have necessarily been a fight. It could just be a horse just shedding its skin and emerging into a new form for itself.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that, and then of course you'd have to have the weave wranglers though, because like people gonna be out here trying to get these horses so they can sell this Hawaiian silky.
100%. Peacocks would be an interesting one too, since dudes actually emulate that behavior so often. Just to actually see it on an animal would be fantastic. I would love that. All right, run free, my precious PG County zebras. By the way, you're already in my top 5 zebras alongside Marty from Madagascar, the zebra from Fruit Stripes Gum, the first time Fruit Stripes has ever been in anybody's top 5 for anything, the zebra from Danimals, and the zebra from Racing Stripes. And by the way, if you saw Racing Stripes, it's time to put your kids to bed. You can hear more from Rod on his podcast called The Black Guy Who Tips. Find it anywhere you get your podcasts.